Some of you have millennials at home, so I thought we'd start by talking about what millennials think of home ownership today and maybe things the industry could do to tailor things for them.
So millennials, I think, are a group that we're all very focused on. I know Arun's research has focused on them a lot as it comes to housing and mortgage banking and making home ownership a part of their dream. They don't necessarily want a steady W-2 wage earning job to go to work from 9 to 5. Many of them are coming into their own in very different ways. They have 2 and 3 jobs, and they'll earn in a way that they're comfortable with when they're comfortable. And I think providing mortgage financing to them, we have to really understand what they're looking for and why.
I think that the borrowers today, are not the W-2 wage earners necessarily, and frankly, our processes forever have been about that person that's a W-2 wage earner, or maybe it's a self-employed borrower and they have a tax return that we use to substantiate their income. But now we have lots of people that are having 2 and 3 jobs, not to make ends meet. That's how they want to live. So the challenge for us is how do we take these tried traditional ways of qualifying people to borrow money or get a mortgage and adapt them to meet the needs of the borrowers that are coming to us today.
The borrower of the future is going to look very different from what the borrower of the past looked like. Getting an early understanding of what forces are shaping the mindset of the borrower, what lenders are thinking about, and how attitudes towards homeownership are changing. I think this is going to be central to the social fabric in the future, making sure that people can get the homes that they want.
Research like yours does help to inform us on the types of products and how we actually think about household formations differently than maybe we have in the past.
What are you seeing with multi-generational homes? Are you seeing it more prevalent than a generation ago?
We are seeing lots of multi-generational lending, whether it's those millennials who don't move away from home, they are continuing to live at home, but multiple generations in many cultures is a very normal way to live. And so we have a lot of test and learns that we do on this particular topic right now to see how we can put together the right financing structures to serve that multi-generational living.
This trend towards staying at home rather than going out and setting up your own home, the fact that that is happening later and later in life, I think is a pretty significant shift.
If you went back in time and looked at the average loan, it has a borrower and a co-borrower. That's code words for a husband and wife and a family. And now what we're seeing is borrower, co-borrower, 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 where that is a family unit that's different than just a husband and wife and a family.
Multi-generational housing where you are agreeing to, with a non-family member, participate in that asset together is something that's definitely emerging. And as we look to serve those borrowers and how they want to work and live, it's definitely on our list of things to think about.
So, as we think about the borrower of the future, we at Freddie Mac thinks it starts with us. We're the investor. We are one of the major investors in housing finance here in the U.S. And so we have the ability to influence and change the way we think about borrowers of the future, how we underwrite them, how we qualify them, how we educate them. These are key components of what we need to do and what we can do as leaders in shaping the dialogue around the borrower of the future.
And I think the human dimension of lending is going to be increasingly critical in the future because we are entering a time of significant change, both societally and in the economy. Many, many more members of the workforce are going to be in transition. They're going to need more mobility, they may need to migrate. And as we go through this, what may be a fairly wrenching transition of the workplace and of the workforce over the coming 20 or 30 years, having sort of an industry leader who doesn't just think about the financial aspects, but thinks about the human aspect of home ownership and the human aspect of what does your mortgage mean to you, I think is critical for American society.